Happy belated spring equinox, everyone, which is on March 20th or 21st, depending on where you are. Every spring, this marker of season offers us a great energetic opportunity for balancing and harmonizing on the outside and within. So it certainly gives me joy to continue sharing with you the balancing of our feminine and masculine energy within. Since our last video on dancing between feminine and masculine energy, and especially on our last live streaming, which was focused on women and how to heal your feminine energy to a level of thriving. Many of you, the guys, are asking, how can we men connect with our feminine energy within? This video is an answer to that. Although it can apply to you ladies as well if you are just beginning your journey of awakening and reclaiming the magic of your powerful feminine energy. Different from the ladies, their main focus right now is to reclaim their predominant feminine energy and thrive in it naturally as a true feminine woman. Man, you guys, your ultimate triumph in connecting with the feminine energy within will be your naturally flowing emotions, whether to yourself or with the world around you, the people around you, so that you can benefit from the incredible power, guidance, wisdom your feminine energy is meant to bring you. Remember, that feminine part of you is wisdom and inspiration. In fact, if I can just give you in a blunt way, that would be it's the part of you where all your best ideas come from. Yes, you can attribute all your glories and successes to this inner feminine side of you. That's the origin, the beginning of these successes. And we all know the importance and magic of a good idea and inspiration, right? Without this origin, no matter how many actions you take, how many strategies you use, you won't get the level of achievement you want or desire. But in order to arrive there, simply ask you to feel all your feelings as they arrive can be a bit too daunting for most of you right now. For many of you, it's not even possible. That's why men really need more tender healing work for themselves. And I see that in our group healing course, the incredible jaw-dropping change and healing that happens to the guy students there. So it's incredibly touching and meaningful for me. Because men in general don't feel comfortable and safe to feel their feelings. As for reasons, it's multi-layered. The most recent ones, as we all know, are society conditions and ideal male image that makes it almost wrong to be emotional for men. So it's ingrained in your consciousness to not feel safe, to connect with your feelings. The good news, before you do any deeper healing work, which is always wonderful and powerful, there are some things you can do now to get started so that you can gently reconnect with or deepen the connection with that gentle and sensitive side of you and begin to hear what it tries to tell you and guide you to. So what is it you can do now to serve your masculine linear thinking mind? Let's start with your morning. We all heard of the saying, roughly, how you start your day is how you live your day. How you live your day is how you live your life. There's a lot of truth to that because really we are habitual beings, especially before we become spiritually aware and to change a lot of things. So how we do one thing is usually how we do everything. Another reason that we start with morning is because you've just waking up. That's when you are wide open with your consciousness. So it's really much easier to incorporate new ways of being, thinking, new beliefs, etc. during that time. So you can incorporate some practices here. Practice number 1, connect with your inner world right upon waking up. Instead of reaching out to your phone and check everything and anything out there that will keep your mind busy, whether it's work, schedule, or messages, they're again all externally focused, masculine ways. So instead, give yourself a minute or 2 or 3 to just connect with yourself lying there or sitting up. Feel how you feel emotionally and physically. If your mind is already rushing, observe what's running through your head without giving any judgment. Simply being quiet and being with yourself. because it will be much harder for you to break the momentum during the day to quote-unquote to be quiet and listen within, as you will be in your full-on masculine mode. This right upon waking moment is the best time for you to connect with your inner world, your feelings, your emotions, even your physical body, which takes me to practice number 2. Practice number 2, connect with your physical body. Instead of rushing into the hard regime of workout, which the world is so crazy about, especially for men, well, including women as well, I invite you to intentionally do some gentle movement that allows you to really feel your body, connect with your body. For example, stretching with deep breathing is a phenomenal way of truly waking up the physical body to its vitality while also connecting with it. After that, then you can get on doing some other harsh workout routines you have. The reason being, working out, such as running, doing push-ups, etc., masculine acts. It's mentally focused, it's directing, and even forcing. So they are not really meant for connecting with our physical body other than accomplishing a result, which is masculine again. But there's time and space for everything. As men, you want to work out. It allows you to feel the masculine power and force. Even for women, if you need to grow healthy masculine energy, which many of you do, having a workout routine can be very helpful. Now, why we need to connect with your physical body? Simple. You want to be sensitive enough to hear the signals your body is giving you. First, your emotions are felt in your body, sometimes in your belly, sometimes in your stomach, sometimes in your chest, your shoulder. You get it. Now, to allow yourself to express and feel your feelings is one thing. To be able to catch it is another. Before any healing of emotions happens, you need to be sensitive enough to catch it in your body. Second, you also want to be very alert about any physical discomfort that arises, which almost always has to do with emotional residue, and is guiding us to do emotional and energetic healing. Back to the first point I just mentioned. So you want to be sensitive enough to catch the discomfort before it turns into chronic issues or really severe physical issues. Because bottom line, if we are really sensitive with our emotions, with our body, and we do emotional and energetic healing work, it will not happen that one day suddenly a big disease is discovered in our body. On the other hand, a startling big health problem is almost always traced back to some uncomfortable emotions that never got properly released and healed. Practice number 3, visualizing. Spend a few minutes every day early in the morning, eyes closed, you turn your attention inward. You start painting whatever future, near or far, long-term or short-term, for the day, for the month. Basically, you imagine in your mind the reality you want to experience. This is called intentionally setting out your future. This is perhaps the most talked about practice in the New Age world, especially used for the purpose of creating the future people desire. And it's powerfully valid because it allows us to connect within with that new reality energetically. By seeing that picture, we are able to feel that energy in our body, and then we naturally send out that energy vibration. Then matching reality can start happening around us in response to that vibration. Then we take actions and more actions upon them. This again is a simple basic law of energy attraction. The reason I mention this is if it's hard for women to sit down imagining, visioning our desired future, which trust me can be, then it's even trickier for men to do so. Yet this is the most powerful way to use our feminine creative energy. Remember, our feminine energy is the creative part of us. It births ideas and inspirations. So visualizing essentially is let what we want, what we desire in our heart, be the true birthing seed of realities we create, whether it's for the day, for the month, or for the year. This way, we are consciously and effectively creating as we want instead of leaving our life to random when we just go on autopilot every day. Practice number 4, journaling. Journaling is a wonderful practice. It's helpful in so many ways, and you can even do it any way you want. Personally, I journal every day, and part of it is I love the feeling of handwriting, the feeling of giving myself this time of quote-unquote talk to myself. And I almost write the same reminders and prayers every day. It makes me happy, grounded, and connected with me, with my mission, my sense of being, my spiritual essence. So whether you write a gratitude journal or you journal your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas, your visions, your dreams, your intentions for the day, whatever you journal, it gives you a very concrete connection with yourself because you're writing it with your hand in physical action compared with just thinking in your head. And whatever physically expressed is even more effective, so to say. So journal can be very releasing, soothing, healing, guiding, and comforting. By simply doing this, you will just feel good and you will connect with yourself so much more as you do it over time, better yet, every day. Not only you will have a natural, close, and open relationship with your inner world, but also you will feel a great sense of self-love and confidence. Practice number 5, intending. This one is a bit similar to visualization, but you can do it throughout the day and it takes only a minute to do. What this means is before you get into any situation during the day, whether it's before getting into the office or before going into a meeting, etc., you can close your eyes and intentionally imagine how you want this next scenario to go. For example, you can intend to have a very successful meeting with all the results you want and it's efficient and effective, etc. Same with visualization. This allows you to intentionally set your own energy before doing that thing. And that way, you are literally creating that scenario, or using a more relatable word, you are positively affecting how it will happen instead of leaving it to random, you see. This is yet another powerful way that's being talked about and used in New Age world as to create more pleasing realities. But it makes a great tool for you here, guys, because hey, it affects the results which you care a lot about, and it really enhances your connection with your inner world. That's it, guys. I hope you see I am not turning you into overly feminine men. In fact, the phenomenon of overly feminine men is because of broken masculine energy, which we might talk about in another video. What I am doing here is guiding you to first connect with and tap into the creative power of your feminine energy, and then you will also need to do healing work so that you can be truly balanced, then effective at getting results as well as being happy. Because when you can receive true inspirations from your divine feminine within, and you are healed enough of your emotions so that you can take actions to go for the inspirations in full force from your healthy masculine essence, that's the best of life you can live as a man. For ladies, as said in the beginning, all of these of course apply to you as well, yet in the meantime you might face a bigger feminine energy revolution here. That is to truly come back and thrive in your predominant feminine energy instead of being overly influenced by a world of externalization or masculine worship. You can watch the live streaming we did back on March 8th, where I give you tips on how to do that. And if you want to truly further this incredible journey, you can join the Magic of Women course linked below. I wish you all, women and men, wonderful creative life journey ahead as we all come back to our inherent balance of a feminine and masculine energy. I will see you in our next video.